Hello everybody, what is happening guys? Welcome back to my channel. I am Blizzard Raptor. This is where I play games for your entertainment and I offer my humble opinion on those games as well. If you're new here, if you haven't already, please like the videos you watch, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment on the videos that you watch as well. And we are heading for the Revere satellite array, which is just up the road from here. You can see it just in the distance there. So the Revere satellite array is give me a second, sorry, I keep forgetting there is a turret. I just can't see it though, it's out of range. Or did I blow it up already? It's possible I shot it already on my way past at one point, and that one can't see me anyway. The Revere satellite array is full of super mutants. I don't think I have a super mutant specific weapon. I probably have everything but a super mutant specific weapon. So we'll probably just use the Tesla cannon. And we'll do our best. These guys, this can be a bit of a shit show depending on when you come here. And because of the level I am, I'm pretty sure a lot of these guys are either going to have rocket launchers or high-powered weaponry, and they're also probably going to be like warlords and shit as well. Although it looks like I'm going to get away without having to go to the top of the site. I just need to get into these. I hear them, but I don't see them. Can't I repair you? No. Get a nuclear material because I might need that. Who's shooting me now? Yeah, see legendary super mutant butcher somewhere. That's the butcher there. That's the super mutant there. The sensor module is here. Yes. Ouch. Do I clear the rest of the site? Might as well, eh? We're here.
Excellent. I should be able to resume my duties immediately.
Get dead. Butcher's much harder to take out though. Who's shooting at me now? I don't see him. There he is. I don't see him again. Ada's got that action. Yeah! I'll do me. Anyone else? Aye. Didn't think so. Penetrating boxing glove. Wow. Oh, a super sledge. There's a scribe. Whoops, sorry mate. Who's shooting my robot?
Servo's failing.
Get up. Here we go. The scribe Faris thing's linked to a Brotherhood of Steel quest. I don't like the Brotherhood of Steel. I've completed their mission once for them, but other than that, I just find them annoying. A massive pain in the arse, to be honest, for a faction. Right, let's see. Store all my junk. Now I need to build the control console, which I'll put here. The beam emitter needs to go here, which means I need to move the reflector platform there. Then I need a relay dish. And that's it. Now I need to power it all, which means I need to go here.
That gizmo of yours is buzzing for a reason. Radiation.
And I need to connect you to you, you to you, and you to you. That requires 20 and doesn't have enough yet. That still requires 20. That requires 5. That requires 2. And that requires 20. Ah, right, okay, I see. Because they require... Right, 2... So, yeah, right, okay, I see. I need to assign another... There we go. That's me. Powered up.
Let's trade.
Just
No.
gotta make sure we've got enough power.
We should do. What am I carrying now? I mean, there's nothing. I'm not going to come out of here with anything. I can't wait to use that. That is going to be so cool. Yeah, but I can't. I won't come out of here carrying anything, so it's fine. What doesn't have enough power? That doesn't. Right, give me a second, because I might just be able to build a small generator and wire it up to that. Then I'll wire that up to that just to make sure everything's connected. There we go.
Everything looks good on my end. You ready to see if this thing actually works?
Let's do this.
You sure? Okay. Your part is simple. Just step onto the platform. I'll start scanning for an Institute signal to lock onto. Then, I fire her up and we see what happens.
Here we go.
Control V. I don't blame you. Okay. Hold real still. I don't want any corruption of the molecular beam. Oh yeah, by the way, I figured this was a golden opportunity to find out as much as we can about the Institute, what they're up to. Yeah, this holotape's all set with a program that will scan their network and download anything it finds. Uh-oh. Yeah, we better hurry. Don't worry about that tubing wiggling around. It's, just there for decoration. Okay. Scanning for the Institute signal. Tracking RF. And... got it. Hold on to your butt.
And here we go. Teleporting into the most scientifically advanced compound. You can already see the difference. Everything in here looks pristine. I'll nick your wonder glue. I mean, not quite pristine, but it looks pretty good compared to the shitholes up above. I need the network scanner.
I wondered if you might make it here. You're quite resourceful. I'm known as Father. The Institute is under my guidance. I know why you're here. I'd like to discuss things with you face to face. Please, step into the elevator.
That door's inaccessible. Institute stuff, banks of pristine electronics, and a working elevator.
I can only imagine what you've heard, what you think of us. I'd like to show you that you may have the wrong impression. Welcome to the Institute.
So the
This is
Institute.
the reality of the Institute. This place, these people, the work we do. For over 100 years, we've dedicated ourselves to humanity's survival. Decades of research, countless experiments and trials, a shared vision of how science can help shape the future. It has never been easy. And our actions are often misinterpreted by those above ground. Someday, perhaps, we can show them what we've accomplished. But for now, we must remain underground. There's too much at stake here to risk it all. As you've seen, things above are unstable.
That's putting it mildly.
I'd like to talk to you about what we can do for everyone. But that can wait. You are here for a specific, very personal reason. You are here for your son.
So you hear the footsteps to my left there.
Sean?
Huh? Yes, I'm Sean.
Sean? Is that really you?
Who are you?
Sean, it's me. I'm your dad.
Father, what's going on? What's happening?
Sean, are you okay? You're not hurt, are you?
What's going on? Father? Father!
What do you want me to do, Sean? What can I do?
I don't know you. Go away. Father! Father, help me! There's someone here, help me!
Who is Father? Where is he?
Father? Father, help me! He's trying to take me! Father? Father, help me!
Here we go.
Sean. S923, recall code Cirrus. Fascinating, but disappointing. The child's responses were not at all what I anticipated. He's a prototype, you understand. We're only just now beginning to explore the effects of extreme emotional stimuli. Please try and keep an open mind. I recognize that you are emotional, and that your journey here has been fraught with challenges. Let's start anew. I am Father. Welcome to the Institute.
Father? That's your name? Your title?
Father is my unofficial title. It's what I've come to mean to the people of the Institute, just as you mean to your son, to Sean.
I'll make this very simple. Where is my son?
He's
Ooh,
here,
we don't know.
in the Institute. Closer than you think. But I need you to realize that this situation is far more complicated than you could have imagined. You have traveled very far, and suffered a great deal to find your son. Well, your tenacity and dedication have been rewarded. It's good to finally meet you. After all this time, it's me. I am Sean. I am your son.
How is that even possible?
I know this is a lot to take in. In the vault, you had no concept of the passage of time. You were released from your pod and went searching for the son you'd lost. But then you learned that your son was no longer an infant, but a 10-year-old boy. You believed that 10 years had passed. Is it really so hard to accept that it was not 10, but 60 years? That is the reality, and here I am. Raised by the Institute, and now its leader.
But why? Why take a child? Why take you?
Ah, now that's the question, isn't it? Why me? At that time, the year 2227, the Institute had made great strides in synth production. But it was never enough. Scientific curiosity and the goal of perfection drove them ever onward. What they wanted was the perfect machine. So they followed the best example thus far. The human being, walking, talking, fully articulate, capable of anything.
Human synth?
Human synths? Really?
Human-like synths. A great distinction. The Institute endeavored to create synthetic organics. The most logical starting point, of course, was human DNA. Plenty of that was available, of course. But it had all become corrupted. In this wasteland, radiation affected everyone. Even in their attempts to shield themselves from the world above, members of the Institute had been exposed. Another source was necessary. But then the Institute found me, after discovering records from Vault 111. An infant, frozen in time, protected from the radiation-induced mutations that had crept into every other human cell in the Commonwealth. I was exactly what they needed. And so it was my DNA that became the basis of the synthetic organics used to create every human-like synth you see today. I am their father. Through science, we are family. The synths, me, and you.
And you've been down here the whole time?
I have. Yes. I know you must have questions. Please. Anything I can do to help you understand.
Your mother. She never got to see you grow up?
Yes. What happened to her was... I've gone over the records of the incident, of course. It seems her death was an unfortunate bit of collateral damage.
You don't remember. You didn't see it the way I did. It was brutal.
Yes, I'm sure it was. Sadly, the world has become a brutal, unforgiving place. For many years, I never questioned who my parents were. I accepted my situation, and that was that. With old age comes regret. And asking what if more often. But what matters now is that you and I have a chance to begin again. What else can I say to ease your mind?
Kellogg. He worked for you?
Kellogg. He was an Institute asset long before I arrived here. It wasn't until I became director that I learned of all the things he'd done. What kind of man he was.
Kellogg was... Let's just say he was more complex than you might think.
After what he's done, I'm surprised to hear you say that. The Institute took advantage of Kellogg's vicious nature. I will freely admit that. Institute technology prolonged his life, and his usefulness far beyond any normal human lifespan. He never failed the Institute, but his cruelty became more apparent with every completed objective. I won't lie. It's no coincidence your path crossed his. It seemed a fitting way to allow you, us, to have some amount of revenge. What else can I say to ease your mind?
So you're in charge of the Institute?
I am the acting director, yes.
Acting director.
I spent decades working to reach this point. It's a responsibility I take very seriously. The Institute. It's important. It really is humanity's best hope for the future, no matter what those above ground might think of us.
But director? Why you?
I was the most qualified for the position, obviously. I've lived my life within these walls, dedicated to science like every other member of the Institute. My hard work has paid off. Ultimately, the Commonwealth has nothing to fear from us. Whatever you've seen or heard, I know I can convince you of that. Just give me time. I know there's more for us to discuss. But the Institute is on the verge of some important breakthroughs. Your presence would be appreciated as we approach them. I've been a part of something amazing here. I've helped to build a life for myself and the people of the Institute. And now, after all these years, you have an opportunity to help with that. Doesn't that intrigue you? Isn't that what you want?
Maybe. I don't know. This is so much to take in.
I know. And I am sorry. You have been through so much in such a short time. The Institute can provide a better life than anything above ground. You've been in the Commonwealth. You've seen what it's like. I assure you that you are better off with us.
How can you say that? How can you be so dismissive of all those people? Everything they've done.
Because it is the simple truth. And I believe you know it too. I simply ask that you give the Institute, me, a chance. A chance to show you what I've been telling you. We really do have humanity's best interest at heart. Will you take that chance?
I just don't know.
Just give it time. Give the Institute a chance. The Institute is now your home as much as it is mine. Please take some time, get to know it. Meet the people you'll be working with. You'll want to introduce yourself to the division heads. Dr. Fillmore in Facilities, Dr. Ayo in SRB, Dr. Holdren in Bioscience, and finally Dr. Lee in Advanced Systems. They've all been notified of your arrival, of course. Meet them, and then we'll discuss what comes next.
Fancy toys. So we don't have to join the Institute, but we do need a way out. And right now we don't have that. And we won't get it until we've met these division heads. So let's have a wander around the Institute. This, I think, is the most boring part of the game, in my opinion, because there's nothing really to do here. If you're joining the Institute, well, I suppose it's useful. Is this just going to take me back up to the teleporter room? If it is, I've just wasted your time and I'm really, really sorry. Yeah, it is. I need to get the thingy for Virgil. Is it under miscellaneous? No, it's not. I was hoping it was gonna be... marked, but it's not. Yeah, I need to take this back down again. I forgot that there's a specific... The whole point in this first part is to take you directly to Father, so that you can get the bombshell. Ah, look, I'm your son. 60 years have passed. Hey, I'm older than you now, Dad. You can't tell me what to do. After that, there is another lift in here, you see. That's what always can... Oh no, wait a minute. Here we go. Here we go. Can I get out here? Yeah. Shoot. Some of these guys are synths, or a lot of these guys are synths. There is somewhere a commissary where I can buy stuff. I don't know if they'll let me use it just now, but I want to try and...
Almost done.
Greetings. As the Institute's requisition vendor, I can provide supplies for your missions on the surface. How may I assist you today?
Let's see what you got.
I want to see... Yeah, there we go. Experiment 18A is a special kind of plasma rifle with a faster fire rate and a faster reload time. I want to get that now because I ain't gonna be back. The Mark II synth stuff I just don't care about. I wonder if I picked up anything. Penetrating boxing glove is shit. I did pick up the super sledge, straight enough. Can get rid of the 308 and the 38 rounds. That'll mean I'm paying across less than my hard-earned caps. I want to start stocking up on 2mm electromagnetic cartridges. I said I was going to go and get the broadsider a couple of episodes ago. There's probably people in the comments going to be like, what happened to going and getting that? Yeah, you've got a good point. Gamma rounds, they can all go bye-bye. There we go.
Most of them have lasted long past their projected lifespans. If you ask
Excuse me, Doctor.
they were built pretty well.
You really are here. Well, all right. I'm Allie Fillmore. You can think of me as the Institute's chief engineer. When Father told us about you, I could hardly believe it. You've been through so much, I think most people would have just given up. If you don't mind my asking, what was it that kept you going all that time?
I just wanted to find my son and keep him safe.
Now that you've found him, I hope you're proud of the great man he grew up to be. Now, I'll give you a quick rundown of the Facilities Division, and then I'll answer any questions you might have afterward. As you might guess, we keep the Institute's mechanical and electrical systems running smoothly. We maintain and upgrade all of the systems that make it possible to live and work in a place like this. There's a lot of machinery behind these walls that recycles the air and water and provides power to the laboratories and quarters. The work we do might not be as exciting as some of the other departments, but it's at least as important. So, now that you're here and you've spoken to Father, does that mean you're on board?
I'm just looking around.
I see. Well, please do mind what you touch. Sensitive equipment here, not like topside. If there's anything else you'd like to know about the Facilities Division, I'm happy to discuss it.
Who built this place originally? Has it been here long?
The construction of the Institute is the work of generations of scientists. The original survivors of the war, our progenitors, took refuge in the basement of the old Commonwealth Institute of Technology. Over time, their sons and daughters dug deeper into the earth and built increasingly sophisticated habitats and laboratories. It's a process that's still going on today. Even now, we're digging out tunnels for new facilities and infrastructure. Just think what this place will look like 100 years from now. I hope I'm there to see it. I can't argue with that. Even so, I'm ready to see the full Gen 3 roll out.
There we go. All set.
But that's a
Unit,
Gen
you can
3
return to
sin.
duty.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thanks again.
Of course. We're all looking forward to working with you.
That's Robotics Division, Biosciences
Scanning
Division.
unknown identity. Clearance confirmed.
So we need to head into Bioscience anyway because I need to find the what's that thing called again? The FEV cure. Yeah, I was going to say, there's a way to shut doors behind you. I may get attacked in here. Some of the security systems have been set up to stop people getting back into Virgil's office. Let's see. Ammo. Fusion cells. A novice lock that's actually difficult to open.
That's it.
Ooh. I don't know what any of these things do. I'm assuming they have junk. Steal your high-powered microscopes. Yeah, I'm assuming they have junk value, but I don't know what they like. I'll steal them as well because they'll be ceramic. Ear examiners, cauterizers, plates. I'll take them because I think they'll be ceramic. Are they ceramic? In fact, if they're not ceramic, I'm not taking them. They are ceramic. Fantastic. High-powered microscope. Whoa, wait a minute. What am I breaking out of or into? Click, clicky, click, click. Ah, this is the FEV lab. Here we go. So this was Virgil's project. Ah, it was there at my feet. Fair dues. So they've trapped this place. Looks like he had to fight his way out. The Institute pistols are like shit versions of the laser weapons that are available in the Commonwealth because they've been designed for, in my opinion, they've been designed for elegance rather than function.
Got it.
And this is a place where everything is in just as crap a state as you would expect it to be. It looks more ruined than the rest of the institutes. Oh, they've done some damage. Sugar bombs. So this
clear.
fusion cells, we'll have them. Plans has no things in the right place. Fluid has none either. I thought that was going to be one of those funny ones. Looks like there might be one here. And here. There's definitely one here. That reset my tries. Excellent. Is this one? Yeah, it is. Fantastic. And that's one as well. Brilliant. I would almost be tempted to think that Father was helping me here. Here's another one. I tried growing. Where was that? There. There. Growing was wrong.
Sweet.
Adobe! I don't know if that switched off every single turret. I'll take the sensor. What does the sensor have? What do these things have? High-powered microscopes have more than the standard microscopes, I know that. Sensor has aluminium and nuclear material. They are well worth having then. Oh! Well, that was interesting. I wasn't expecting that, as you can tell. I need to be careful because my carrying capacity is still quite low. And I don't have my sidekick with me because they can't beam in with me into this facility. There's only room for one person on the platform, you see. So I'm trying to be selective in what I take. the high-powered microscopes will be the heaviest things here. I'm wondering if there's anything I can drop. What in my aid weighs the most? The Deathclaw stakes. That would take 12 off straight away. That's no good. Sort by damage, range, accuracy, value. Sort by weight. There we go. So this is the heaviest gun I own. Followed by that. Then the super sledge. Well, you know what? We can drop the super sledge. I may... Well, I'm going to favourite this in favour of that. I'll leave it at that just now. There's a super sledge. All caps, plasma card, sensor module, fantastic. Fuses, sugar bombs. I heard something. 100% I can hear something down there. Nice.
Nice.
Courser uniform. I mean, it has decent damage resistance. 30, 15, 15. What's that compared to the Vault of Living Assumption? Oh. Right now that's 42, 42. That goes up into the 80s, but that also gives me boosts to agility and perception. And the coarser one gives me an increase to endurance and perception. I think I'm going to take the coarser uniform. I know I'm not, because it has a 15 weight. Let's stick... Let's store them. It's not done a lot, to be fair. I really want that so I can take the advanced receiver off it. I could store that. I think that's going to be it for now. The microscopes do weigh a lot. Watch, when I sort this by weight, they're at the top because they each weigh 5. So that's 15, whatever, kilos or pounds or whatever. Kilos, I would assume. I don't know. There's a crappy microscope though. I can store that because that's steel circuitry and copper. Perfect. Store the range. Keep the sensor. I'll do. Black Institute lab coat, bottle caps and fusion cells, baseball cap. Is that a dead cat? That is sick. Yep. I definitely hear something. Too easy. Oh, this gun's overpowered. That's a lot of damage in a short space of time. Click.
Got it.
So this is where they were breeding what was supposed to be superior humans, but it's not, because the FEV, the forced evolutionary virus, didn't produce more advanced humans. It did produce stronger humans, but stronger doesn't necessarily mean better. Wow. Hey Father, I went for a look around your base. I went into a place that you'd clearly fenced off and shot the place up a bit. Bottle cap. Bottle caps. Stuff. Room full of nothing. Terminal. Paul has nothing. Doom has nothing. And Pace has nothing. So starting at the top, we've got this little bit here. Nothing on this, the line down here. Nothing on here. Nothing on here. Or here. Because that doesn't go down across the... Nothing here. Nothing here. Yeah, nothing there. Or there. We've got that there. Got that there. That's restored my tries. Start for the top here. Nothing there. Or here. There is this though. Nothing here. Or here. Or here. Nope. 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 Is this here? And this here. I think that's it. Yeah, that looks like it. Try fear. There's a likeness of 1. 4. No.
Got it.
10. There we go. Turret shut off. That might just be the turrets that are there, but we'll see. And here they are bathing in their FEV chambers. Super mutants, kind of guys that we've been fighting against. The Institute has been carrying on the experimentations on the FEV. Now, forced evolutionary virus was being researched prior to the bombs dropping. I want to see what an applicator has as well. Junk. Aluminium and fiber optics. Ooh, you get the good stuff from here. Virgil's log.
Record. Dr. Brian Virgil. This will likely be my last recording. My requests to shut down the FEV program have repeatedly been denied. We've learned nothing useful in the last 10 years. Why does Father insist on continuing it? If he won't see reason, then I have to take matters into my own hands. What we're doing, it's not right. It needs to stop. If anyone should find this after I'm gone, Know that I never wanted to hurt anyone. Anyone. Do you understand me? I'm gonna make sure the whole program is shut down. If not for good, then at least for years to come. After that, I know what I'm about to do will be seen as a betrayal. Treason, he'll probably call it. So, I'm leaving. I have a plan. And if it works, I'll be somewhere safe. Somewhere not even the coursers can find me. Everything that we've done. The lives we've taken. If there is a God, may he have mercy on us all.
So, I think Virgil... We've met Father, and he seems quite mild-mannered. And Virgil's quite conscientious. He doesn't believe in unethical human experimentation. And that's essentially what this is. It always was, even prior to the bombs dropping. FEV, Forced Evolutionary Virus, was designed to create a superior breed of human. A superior soldier, I think, because it was being funded by the military. And then when the bombs fell, the research was cobbled together by other parties, all with their own vested interests. So in the very first Fallout game, I'm sure the guy that was the master that was in charge of, like, that was the main villain, I'm sure he was creating armies of super mutants. There are male and female super mutants, I believe, because they do breed. But FEV has also seeped into certain places. These tanks aren't all that's left of the FEV. I'm sure it's spread by like it's passed like a virus, because it is Forced Evolutionary Virus. It looks like the Institute might have been either trying to cure it, trying to use it to breed their own army, or maybe they were trying to combine this with their synth technology to create a superior type of synth. But for all he seems quite a kind man. The fact that Father wanted the FEV research carried on shows that he has a ruthless streak. Subject discarded, deceased, tagged and discarded. Oh, I should read you the statuses. Post-submersion results consistent with standard. So it was a male mid-30s with poor overall health. Female late 30s, moderate overall health. Initially consistent with standard results. Rapid decline in physical condition. Male early 30s, moderate overall health. Physical condition consistent with standard results. Mental acuity charting slightly higher than average. Male late 20s above average. Post-submersion results, rapid decline in mental capacity, anomalous physical results. Terminated. Oops, sorry. Female early 20s, moderate overall health. Rapid excessive physical growth, aggression far above normal parameters. Terminated. Male mid-30s, poor overall health. Post-submersion results inconclusive and then terminated. Subject unintentionally terminated during incident V for 5. Data should be culled for future reports. Female early 30s, moderate overall health, inconclusive terminated, unintentionally terminated during incident 5. Data should be culled from reports. So I think those last two are these guys here. They were killed, they weren't deliberately killed. And this one possibly is the female that escaped.
This is Dr. Elliot with the official report for the Directorate from Bioscience. The date is, August 2178. I'm pleased to report that, as has been the case during my tenure, crop yields exceed expectations. In point of fact, everything down here is fine, with one notable exception. Dr. Frederick has informed me that the Directorate has pre-approved research on samples of the FEV virus, which he already has in his possession. Now, I'm not one to question the Directorate, you all know that. I don't even want to know where this came from, but, well, this is troubling. Dangerous, possibly. I will do my best to make sure risks are minimized, but I really do hope that the consequences are understood.
So now they were talking about using FEV to experiment on it and see if they could create some kind of artificial fertilizer, question mark, because they were talking about using FEV on the crops. I'm assuming to see if they could increase the yield. Obviously, using it on a human increases their size and their muscular growth. It makes them bigger and stronger. So I think the idea was to do the same thing to crops.
This is Dr. Elliot reporting for the Bioscience Division. March 22-24. We just received another batch of subjects, but as my previous report stated, we're at an impasse here. More of the same won't help. The two most promising strains of FEV have been adapted to an ideal state, but we're still missing something. I am officially echoing the team's position. The most likely progress for our research on synthetic organics requires new avenues of exploration. Additional Commonwealth subjects will not help. It's the same problem across the board. Exposure to too much radiation. We need someone new. There's a proposal we'll be putting forward. I am not entirely comfortable with it, but it seems the best course.
So that sounds like Elliot was responsible for the plan to bring our son across. They were bringing in subjects from the Commonwealth, so basically the kidnappings that synths were being blamed for prior to the Institute and the synths disappearing was to bring in test subjects for the FEV, but because all of the people in the Commonwealth have been exposed to large volumes of background radiation, although they might have, over time, humanity might have evolved to resist the worst of the effects, it still skews the DNA. So every time they expose someone to FEV, they just get a skewed result, like these guys, with their funky webbed feet. So super mutants are a result of basically the crap genetics resulting from the war. And Elliot's put forward a proposal for synthetic organics, which is the proposal that Sean told us about just now. I've just walked back out into the... You're going away? Hopefully no one's aggressive to me here. Nothing to see here, lads. Nothing to see here. Gonna see what the spanners they've got have. They're just pure aluminium. Oh, here we go. So in here are, this is exactly what it looks like. It's biosciences, so it works on everything.
Holden's Synth Gorilla project is showing promising results.
Synth primates. The head of biosciences is a rather weird and egocentric character, I'm sure. Take your applicators. What does a recorder have? I'm curious now. I've never picked up any of this stuff before. Aluminium, nuclear material, circuitry and glass. Wow. Give me more of that, please. An ear examiner? What does the ear examiner have? Aluminium, fibre optics and glass. This place is a source of high-end components.
It's great to have you here.
Hey, Doc.
Welcome. So good to have you here. Dr. Clayton Holdren, head of the Bioscience Division. I can't wait for you to see the work we're doing. It's truly amazing.
Like what?
I was just about to explain that. As the name implies, the Bioscience Division specializes in fields of study such as botany, genetics, and medicine. Our most important directive is to ensure the health and well-being of everyone in the Institute. To that end, we cultivate highly specialized breeds of flora for use in food and medicine. We've even started to explore the idea of synthetic animal life. You probably saw the gorillas. They're really just a pet project at this point, but the potential is exciting nonetheless.
The gorillas are synths too?
They are indeed. Judging by your reaction, we've done a good job making them seem lifelike. The initiative is still in its early stages,
but the prospects are very exciting. I'm sure I've taken up enough of your time as it is. But I have to ask, have you decided whether you'll join us?
I'm not sure. Right now, I'm just trying to keep an open mind.
It's a big decision, I know. But it's also a rare and important opportunity. No need to rush to judgment. In any case, I imagine you'll want to continue looking around. Or, if you prefer, I'd be happy to answer any questions you might have.
You mentioned medical care. I might need that from time to time.
In that case, you'll want to introduce yourself to Dr. Dean Volkert. He's our top biologist and also serves as the Institute's resident physician. Dr. Volkert works in the infirmary. Just pay him a visit whenever you need to. You won't find better medical care anywhere else in the Commonwealth. I'll promise you that.
So, biosciences might sound boring, but the Institute could not function without the bioscience division. It literally grows their crops, it grows their plant stock for medicine, and it's hopefully gonna create animal livestock. So synth gorillas are just the first step, and I'm assuming the reason they went for gorillas first is because they can extract primate DNA from humans, although we are not close to gorillas in the evolutionary chain. I'm pretty sure there is a specific species of primate that we are closest to in terms of our evolution, and I don't think it's gorillas. I may be wrong, but I'm pretty sure it's not gorillas.
Is it true food supplement 77 has been discontinued?
That is correct.
That was my favorite one. Can't we keep it a little longer?
I will be happy to forward your request to the Bioscience Division. In the meantime, please feel free to enjoy one
So
of our
food
other
supplements,
flavorful food supplements.
protein, fiber, and fat.
Sorry, sir, but that supplement
That looks like canned coffee and stuff. So they live on essentially baby food, like RoboCop. Or if you've ever watched the classic series of Star Trek, there's an episode where Kirk eats what looks like cubes of multicolored. It's just basically multicolored cubes, essentially. He gets, I can't remember if he gets brought them or if he goes to a replicator and takes it out, because the replicators are slightly different in the original series. Anyway, I'm getting caught up. Whatever those cubes are, I'm sure that they're supposed to be the exact amount of nutrition that he needs. So all of those cubes have protein, fat, and fiber and everything in them. They probably don't have any taste, they're just them.
Rushed work is sloppy at best,
Institute
and deadly at worst.
pistols and stuff, they're not.
Well, that was productive.
Synth relay grenades that you can get, that you can throw and literally summon a synth to your side, but you can only get them if you've joined the Institute. I don't think they'll work if...
Excuse me, Doctor?
Ah, it's you. You're here then. Yes, I know who you are. We all do. While I'm sure Father is very happy that you're here, I do hope it doesn't interrupt our work.
What is it you're working on?
Advanced systems, special projects. You've seen the boy, Synth, already. We've been hard at work on him for quite a while now. Oh, before I forget, let me see that Pip-Boy of yours. I've been told to install a Courser chip in it for you. Father's orders. You're to be given full access, with the ability to relay in and out of the Institute at will.
Thank you. I'm sure that'll come in handy.
Given that the relay is the only way to access the Institute, handy is something of an understatement. In case the significance is lost on you, you'll be the only one here with that kind of access. If nothing else, it should demonstrate the amount of trust Father has placed in you. Now, unless there's something else, I really do need to get back to work.
Tell me about the people in your division.
I'm not sure what there is to say. Dr. Watson is the Specialist Project's lead scientist. He's, how to put it, very organized and precise. Dr. Ormond is one of the youngest scientists in the Institute, and she's something of a prodigy when it comes to physics.
So Madison Lee actually pops up in Fallout 3 as well. Madison Lee is the
I wish I had more time
scientist that the player character's dad, the Liam Neeson character. He's the Madison Lee worked with him on Project Purity, which is the giant water purifier in the capital Wasteland in the Washington D.C. area. And Madison Lee helped him create the project, and between the two of them, so you meet Madison Lee on board the battleship. I can't remember the name of it. It's been a long time, a very long time since I've played Fallout 3. Just after, in fact, I'll tell you how long ago it was. It was after the Operation Anchorage DLC came out for it. I played it, and I never played the other two DLCs. So it's been a while, a fair while since I've played Fallout 3. But I do remember that you find Madison Lee on board the battleship settlement. You go out to find your dad because she can't finish Project Purity without him, and then you bring the two of them together. Your dad dies? ? I'm sure your dad gets killed by someone, and you and Lee manage to finish off Project Purity yourself, with the player character originally sacrificing themselves. But one of the first DLCs was a thing called Broken Steel, which extended the end of the game and showed that your character never died from what was supposed to be a lethal dose of radiation. They survived it, and the Brotherhood took them back to the Pentagon.
So Dr. Ayo thinks he can hide in his office, does he? Well, you can tell him that I intend to speak to Father.
And yeah, so you survive it, and then you have that awesome sequence where you're walking along behind Liberty trying to finish off the Enclave.
Maybe I should take some courses with me. Send a message.
Please don't. There's enough
Hi,
friction
Doc.
as it is
So,
between us and pretty much
Here
all
you
the
are.
other departments.
Justin Ayo, Acting Director of the Synth Retention Bureau. I'll be upfront with you. We're going to be keeping a close eye on you for the near future. Despite your relation to Father, you're a bit of an unknown quantity. I'm sure you understand. There won't be any issues, will there?
I guess we'll find out.
Indeed. Now, Father has asked that I provide you with a brief overview of the Synth Retention Bureau. Our primary responsibility is the recovery of escaped synths that are hiding among the human population on the surface.
Why would synths want to escape?
Synths do not want. They might look like human beings, but they're machines. As to why they're escaping? That matter is currently under investigation. Our main instrument is the Courser, a third-generation synth assigned to operate on the surface. Coursers hunt down and reclaim synths that have escaped the Institute. They are highly self-sufficient, trained in combat, infiltration, and tracking. In a word, our Coursers are relentless. But I gather you know all this, since you've encountered one already. In fact, I'd very much like to know how you defeated it.
I'm no stranger to combat.
Even so, a Courser should be more than a match for any single combatant. I suppose I'll have to ask robotics to perform detailed diagnostics on the entire production run. As if we don't have enough problems. Now, unless you need something else, I'll get back to work.
If you're the acting head of the SRB, who are you filling in for?
Dr. Zimmer holds that position. He's supervising the retrieval of some of the more high-profile units. In his absence, I keep things running smoothly.
Don't think you can run into him. But
Operating at full capacity.
he might be the guy that you do one of these missions to catch, but we are obviously not doing that mission. We can come and go as we please, and now that I've got the FEV for Virgil, we are leaving. Time for us to give this back to Virgil and give the tape to Sturgis. That's not gonna please Father. So we can while we can teleport in and out now, we'll lose that access shortly. I don't want to join the Institute. I've done the Institute's ending so many times. A lot of people think it's the quote-unquote best ending. I don't know what the best ending is. It's definitely not the Brotherhood of Steel's one anyway. I don't think I need to use this to really, but here we go. I don't know if I could have fast travelled from where I was before.
Here's that holotape you gave me, full of Institute data. I hope.
Well, all right. I'll start digging into this and see if I can make heads or tails of it.
What do you hope to find?
Whatever the Institute doesn't want anybody to know. All the good stuff on here is going to be encrypted. So the first job is to see if I can crack it. After that, well, I'll have to see what I've got. There's no telling what we might have grabbed off their mainframe.
So there's inside job finished, and now it's time to... Well, I'm just going to have to fast travel to Virgil's cave because I don't have a quest marker for it. Is it this one? Is this Virgil's place? I think it is.
Being non-organic, these rats won't affect me. You, that's a different story.
Right, Virgil, I get my side of the bargain. Where are you?
Well, I'm glad to see the relay didn't completely vaporize you.
The interceptor worked. It was rough, but it worked.
Amazing. And what about the serum? Did you find the serum?
Got it right here.
That's it. That's really it. All right. Let's see. Retrovirus has matured nicely. Density gradient is high. Recombinant counter-intron sequences look stable. Transcriptive exon strands have formed.
That's good.
It is. But there's only one way to know if it works.
I suggest you refrain from inhaling the tainted air here.
Bingo.
Tesla science.
Here we go. And now, we wait.
How long will it take?
I don't know. Nothing like this has ever been tried before. I'm going to rest for a while. I'm back in a few days, maybe a week, and... well, I guess we'll see. In any event, you kept your end of our bargain. Thank you.
So, we will come back and check on him. I can't remember exactly how long it takes, but it's not a short length of time. Doesn't look like I'm going to be able to move this forward at the moment. I think am I still carrying all my junk? I am, so I'm going to have to fast travel back to Red Rocket anyway. Let's do that. And then I'm going to wrap up. It's a little bit shorter this episode, but worth it because we got a cool gun and we got to see the inside of the Institute. The bloodied boxing glove is not unique. And I'm now going to be well over encumbered. I'll store all junk and now I can move freely again. Won't repair that just yet. Do repair that because it was quite low, and do repair that. Just able to repair everything, so that's great. I did lose some stuff, sadly. Lost a couple of the guns I had to leave behind. I'm quite happy with how this whole thing has went though. Experiment 18A is a pretty decent weapon to get hold of. Try to remember exactly what it does. Ah, it's a faster fire rate and faster reload, that's what it is. So it's essentially keeps you firing a lot longer than even if you were to put like a rapid barrel on a plasma cannon yourself. This is faster than that. So a faster fire rate and faster reload speed, that's pretty decent. We'll look for upgrades for other guns as we go through the game as well. Like I say, I want to use the lever action rifle. I was hoping to get the main story finished in this episode. I don't know if I have to go do synth retention. Can I? I'm trying to see what the railroad... I failed the railroad one. Failed to talk with Desdemona, there we go. So I should have went and spoke to her before I went in. So I don't think I can go to the railroad now at all. The next episode I think we'll go back and we'll see what Father's saying to it. I don't think I can shove it back in his face right away, but I think I can. Or maybe I'll be able to talk to Sturges or Preston, and we'll be able to do the last act, because I think we have to attack the Institute. And also the Brotherhood. Because I think the Minutemen recognise that the Brotherhood are a threat, so I'm sure we end up artillery shelling the Pridwin and things like that. We'll see what we can do anyway. In the next episode we will finish the main story, and then we'll go to Far Harbour, not just to do the DLC, but to give us something different to look at, because you've pretty much seen most of, if not all of, the Commonwealth. The map is very familiar now, because you'll have watched a lot of YouTubers play through it. I'm playing through it now. We've explored a few different places, we've done a few different things in a few different episodes. It'd be nice for you guys to see something a little bit different. So we'll do Far Harbour, and then... trying to think. We'll do Far Harbour first. Once we're back in the Commonwealth, I'll probably just do a bit of exploration, and then we'll do Nuka World. And I've never played Nuka World at all, so I've no idea how we're going to finish that. But we'll do it anyway, and we'll see how it goes. So thanks for joining me for this one once again, guys. Like I always ask, do the YouTube stuff, like the videos you watch, leave a comment down below, please subscribe to the channel, and I will see you for another episode real soon. Thank you, and bye for now.